You just click yes, yeah. Well, I want to thank you both for showing up this morning. We'll wait a few more moments, but while you both are seated and settling into your seated position, yeah, just get nice and comfy. You can even pull away the flesh from your bum so that your sit bones are sitting heavy on the floor. Your spine is straight from the bottom of your spine all the way to the top of your head. See if you can feel and kind of sense that line going from the very bottom of the spine to the top. And as you sit here, noticing the connection in the spine, see if you can bring some intention and attention to the breath. It's the morning time for us, so our lungs are just now getting used to some intentional breathing, some conscious breathing. So as we're seated here, just see if you can bring some attention to the inhale, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling through the nose. Just give some really light, loose intention here, attention to the breath. You're not straining or trying to make the breath something it's not. Just begin with the inhaling through the nose and the exhaling through the nose. And as you're inhaling and exhaling here, see if you can bring some balance to the inhale and the exhale. Maybe you inhale through the nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling through the nose for 4. And exhaling through the nose for 4. Here your eyes are closed. Your posture is tall and straight. You're feeling the inhale breath move from the nose down the entirety of the spine. And as you exhale, you feel the sensations of the air coming back up, out the nostrils, releasing the breath. today's Kriya, we're going to be focusing on balancing the breath, balancing our inhale and our exhale. And this practice is just a really good reminder for all of us, the importance of balance. Too much inhale and not enough exhale, and you don't feel the real power of your breath. If the inhale is short and belabored, the exhale won't be able to provide that relief. So as you practice today, see if you can bring your attention or your focus whenever you get distracted or lost in practice. Always know you can come back to the breath. The inhale and the exhale. Let's breathe here together a little bit longer. Inhaling through the breath, through the nose. And exhaling completely through the nose. Yoga, and Kundalini yoga specifically, is a practice in noticing the breath, noticing the thoughts, noticing the sensations in the body. So just know that throughout practice, if you're getting frustrated or distracted, if you feel off balance, always come back to the breath to find that balance. And with the eyes closed here, we're going to tune in. At the beginning of every class, we tune in with the Adi mantra. The Adi mantra is Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo, translates to I bow to the teacher within, or I call in my highest consciousness. So in seated easy position, your eyes can stay closed, keeping your awareness and your attention inward. Palms come together to touch, and we're placing the palms right at the breastbone. And we'll take a few deep, long breaths here together before we chant. So inhale deeply through the nose, and exhaling completely through the nose. Let's do that one more time together. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling completely. And we'll inhale together to chant. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Last time. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale deeply through the nose, hold the posture. Hold the breath at the top of the head, hold the focus and awareness there. And exhale the breath, exhale the posture. See if you can continue with the vibrations of the mantra and use that as a way to set an intention for yourself for today, an intention for your practice, an intention for the rest of your day. Whatever your heart and your intuition brings forward right now, give yourself some time to really bring that to the forefront. Beautiful job. So let's let our legs out, stretch our legs out a little bit. We've been crossing them for a little while. Many of us are just waking up, so let's give our legs a chance to, you can move your ankles from side to side. Give your legs some love, a little squeeze. And then when you're ready, you can come back into seated easy pose. I often will try and switch my seated position just to give some balance and stabilization to both hips. So here we're going to practice a little bit more breathing, a little bit more pranayama. This breath is called Sitali cooling breath, and it does just that. It's a breath that anyone can utilize if you feel that your body is overheating, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're just feeling a lot of heat bubbling up, even if it's just a warm day outside and you need to cool down. So the breath here, what you're going to do to begin is curl your tongue. You're going to curl your tongue. If you can't curl your tongue, that's totally fine. You can just round your mouth and kind of make an O with your lips. So the breathing here, if you curl your tongue, kind of sticking it out of your mouth a bit, you're going to curl your tongue and inhale completely through the curled tongue. And it's going to make a little bit of a whistling noise, and that's awesome. So the inhale is deep through the tongue, through the curled tongue. Holding the breath and then exhaling completely through the nose. The eyes can be closed here, focusing your gaze and attention inward, curling the tongue. As you inhale through the tongue and exhaling completely through the nose. Inhaling through the curled tongue. And exhaling through the nose. With this breath, you can even visualize pulling in all of the cool air through the tongue, even hearing the whistle of a cool breeze. And then imagine as you're exhaling through the nose, you're releasing all of that heat, that you no longer need. Keep this breathing pattern up. We'll be here for a few more minutes. If while you're breathing here you get distracted or thoughts come up, which they will, you can kindly remind yourself to come back to the breath. And on your next inhale and exhale, after you've completed that final exhale through the nose, you can just come to a organic, natural breathing. See if you can notice a change in your breath, a change in the quality of the inhale versus the exhale. Notice what changing your breath pattern just for a few minutes can do. Beautiful job. So now we're going to move into some warm-ups. And our first warm-up is going to be it's called a seated life nerve stretch. So I'm going to give everyone a little bit of a demo so you can see where my body's going to be. So my legs are extended straight out in front of me. My palms are behind me. You don't need to stretch too much back or too much forward, just right where your palms are comfortable. And on the inhale, you're going to inhale, stretch your toes down and stretch the whole body back with the neck like moving back. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try that again. So the inhale, I got it backwards. The inhale is going to be inhale, come forward, bringing the neck forward, the chest, the toes curl towards the body. Exhale as you stretch the toes towards the wall in front of you. The head comes back. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you stretch back. Inhaling, coming into the body, and exhaling as you stretch and extend the body out. This is a really gentle stretch. To wake up the nervous system, let the body know that we're engaged. 30 more seconds here. Beautiful job. And on your next inhale, you can come to a resting position and come up into, you can kind of bring your upper body up, push yourself up into a seated position. And we're going to move to our next warm-up. So from the seated position, if you want to swing your feet underneath your hips, swing your hips up. And we're going to be coming into a tabletop position. So tabletop always just means palms on the floor, knees on the floor. So here we're going to do cat-cow. It's kind of similar to the motion that we just did in the last position, but we're going to stretch our entire spine. So inhale, bringing the belly down to the floor. Inhaling, exhaling, curling the whole spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, fill the belly with air, bring the belly down to the floor. And exhale as you stretch your whole spine up to the ceiling. Take your time here. This is a really powerful stretch. Keep it up. We'll be here for about a minute. The cat-cow stretch is, again, another way to turn on our nervous system, activate all of our vertebrae, stimulate spinal fluid secretions. Thirty more seconds here. You can do one more round of inhale and exhale. And then I'll meet everyone in rock pose. Once you've completed your last inhale, exhale, you can push yourself up. Push your upper body up onto your knees. Stacking your hips on top of your ankles. If rock pose, if this position is very uncomfortable, you're always allowed to have some props or some pillows to help make it more comfortable. And also, if rock pose is not available, we can always come into seated easy pose. So you find the position that works for you. We're going to keep the momentum of that Kundalini energy moving up our spine by doing some shoulder twists. So to begin, we're going to extend our arms out in front of us, kind of give them a nice long stretch. Stretch your arms out, see if you can grow your arms longer. Okay, and then we're going to bring our 4 fingers in front of us, and the thumb is going to be behind our shoulders. And for this movement, we're just going to twist. And with the twist to the left, you're going to inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. You notice my neck and my head is going with my shoulders. We're not turning the neck a lot. We're staying inhale, exhale. Beautiful job. Once you've got it down, you can go ahead and begin. We'll be here for about a minute. The eyes can be closed. Again, bringing our awareness and attention to the subtleties of the breath, the subtleties of the inhale and the exhale. It's always important to go at your own pace and to set your own pace for yourself, because this is your practice. Twenty more seconds. And inhale, hold the breath, come to center, take a deep, deep inhale, hold the position. Come to center, come to stillness, inhale deeply. And exhale, release the breath, release the hands slowly and with control, bringing our hands down to our thighs here, and just rest here for a moment. Beautiful job. We're just going to get to one more warm up and then we're going to go straight into our Kriya. So if you're okay staying in rock pose, we're going to stay in rock pose. If this is too much, you can go ahead and come out of rock pose. So our next warm-up, our final warm-up, is just going to be a side stretch. So from rock pose, you're going to place your left hand, inhaling, stretching the right arm over to the left side. And then as you exhale, place the other hand, exhale fully to the other side. Inhaling, placing the arm, the hand down. Inhale, exhale as you plant the arm. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale as you plant the hand, stretching to the other side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, stretching the whole right side body. Inhaling, exhale. And you can go ahead and continue with this stretch, this exercise. Whatever your mobility allows is totally fine. You don't want to feel any pain or too much strain in any of these exercises. So listen to your body. Listen to the breath. 20 more seconds here. You can do one more round of inhaling to the left and stretching to the right. And once you've completed that, you can come to stillness, come to center, and move when you're ready into a seated easy position. So if you were in rock pose, you can come now into seated easy pose with your bum on the floor. So we're gonna jump right into the Kriya, and today's Kriya is the Kriya for balancing Prana and Apana. Prana and Apana are forms of life energy that we receive through the breath. The prana is the inhale, like I said, and the apana is the exhale. And these two collaborative forces kind of represent what we're taking into our world, into ourselves, and what we're putting out into the world. So if those two things become unbalanced, or if we are unaware of, say, our impact, our exhale, and aren't really able to get a full inhale, we can become dysregulated and not be really soaking up the potency of the breath and what it has to provide for us. So we're going to work on balancing those two things. So the first exercise has what is called breath of fire as part of the breathing. If you are pregnant or menstruating, hold off on breath of fire. It's a really challenging kind of movement for the stomach and the belly. So if you're in either of those positions, go ahead and take a break from doing any of the breath of fire today. But I'll move forward in teaching what it kind of looks like. So to begin breath of fire, the first practice, what you're going to do is stick your tongue out and pant like a dog. And as you can see, my belly is moving, my whole upper body is moving. I'm really giving some forceful energy into this pant. And to do the complete breath, what you're going to do is then close your mouth. So let's practice it together real quick. We'll pant like a dog. And close the mouth. So Now that we have breath of fire down a little bit, we're going to move into the first posture, and the first posture is a life nerve stretch, but we're going to isolate it on both sides of the leg. So if you want to bring your left leg out in front of you and bring your right heel into your body, into your lap, nice and snug, wherever that feels good. If you need support under your knee here, if this is a lot of strain, having your knee up here, give yourself support with a pillow. Or even if your leg is tight, you can give yourself a pillow here, wherever you need support. So the full posture is going to be, if you can reach your big toe and give it a good squeeze during the breath of fire and during this stretch, go ahead and go for that. If you can reach your ankle, grab your ankle. If it's your shins, your knees, wherever you can grab on your leg that's going to allow you to do the breath of fire and actually activate those things is what you want to do. So if everybody is ready to begin, our left leg is out, arm is stretched, we can begin breath of fire here. So I'll start with everybody. If you get lost, that's okay. Again, come to the breath. You can stick your tongue out, pant like a dog, and keep breathing. We're over halfway done on this leg. Ten more seconds here. Really feel the power of the breath of fire and the cleansing energy that it has. And on your next inhale, inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale completely as you stretch a little bit further into that left leg, just slightly. And inhale deeply. And then exhale through the nose as you walk yourself up your left leg into center. We're going to switch to the other leg. So in your timing, if you had your left leg out in front of you before, if you want to extend your right leg. And again, if you have it on offer to grab your big toe and squeeze while we're breathing, you can do that. If you have on offer your ankle, your shin, your knee, wherever you can get. So we'll begin here. I'll start with all of us. We can start panting like a dog. Halfway there. This exercise is really great at opening up the lungs, the entirety of the lungs, as well as balancing the polarities within our aura. Notice again that our aura, much like our breath, has two component parts, and if they are dysregulated, things don't always work out the way we want. You can inhale deeply here, inhale deeply, and exhale completely through the nose, and just stretch just a little bit into this left leg, this left hip, this right hip, just a little bit more. And then inhale coming out of the pose, walking yourself up your leg. Beautiful job. You can bring your right leg into your lap. And now we're going to move into the rest of our Kriya. The next couple of postures are going to be on our back. So I will demo first this first one, and then we can move into it. So you're going to be on your back. Your palms and your arms are directly at your sides, giving you support here. The breathing is normal and natural, and all you're going to do is kick, like you're kicking your bum. And we're going to be here for about a minute. Like I said, the breathing is natural and normal. We'll be here for a minute. Really give yourself a good kick. Put some force and energy, some breath into these exercises. This exercise is really great at aiding in digestion and massaging all of those really vital organs in our lower abdomen. "20 more seconds here. Beautiful job. And on your next inhale, you can bring your knees in, calm the feet down, bring your arms around your knees, bring your knees into your chest, into your stomach. Give your whole core, your whole body a big hug. You can even go from left to right on your lower back, massaging your lower back and your hips, teetering from left to right. Beautiful. Now you can place your feet on the floor in front of you. And this next exercise, we're going to be on the ground again. So if you need to look at the screen, go for it. But I'm just going to give everyone directions from the lying down position. So you're going to be on your back, same position as the butt kicks. But what you're going to do is on the inhale, extend your right leg out in front of you, about 6 or 8 inches off the ground. On the inhale, bringing that leg back in, and then exhaling the left leg. So inhale, right leg goes out, exhale, left leg out. And then you can coordinate with the breath. Inhale one leg, exhale the other leg. Inhale one leg, exhale the other leg. Inhale one leg, bring it in. Exhale other leg, bring it in. Inhale one leg, bring it in. Exhale other leg, bring it in. The breath here is your greatest support. We'll be here another 30 seconds or so. Inhaling one leg out, exhaling the other leg out. 15 more seconds. You can do one more inhale and one more exhale. And then bring the knees in again to the body. Bringing the knees in, squeezing the legs into the body. And then on an exhale, you can stretch your legs out in front of you. You can rest here for a moment. Gain a little bit of strength for these next two exercises. So, from your back, if you want to come onto one side, so you can push your upper body up into a seated position. This next posture is called platforms or planks. So we're going to be on our stomachs now. We were just on our back and now we're on our stomach. But from our stomach, so if you're laying down flat, the full expression of the posture is going to be toes on the ground, and you're going to be like a plank. Your palms are directly below your shoulders. Your body's in a straight line. If this is a bit too much today, you can bring your knees down to support you there. Make sure you have some extra padding so you won't want to put too much pressure on the knees, but that way it makes the posture a little bit more accessible. And so from here, in this position, all we're going to do is hold this plank for about a minute and keep up that breath of fire. So once everyone gets into position, find your position, I'm going to demo from this position. So when everyone's ready, we can begin. We can stick our tongue out to practice panting like a dog. When you're ready, close the mouth. Again, if you're pregnant or menstruating, no breath of fire, just do long, deep breathing here. Almost halfway. If you need to come out of this posture and rest for a moment, please do. And again, if you get lost in the breath, you can always come back to the panting dog. 15 more seconds. You're doing awesome. Let's do one more inhale, exhale, and you can bring your knees. If you're up in the full plank, you can bring your knees down to the floor. If you're in your knees, you can move your whole body back into child's pose, bringing your hips in between, bringing your upper body in between your legs, spreading out the hips, bringing the knees onto either side, bringing your whole head and palms and whole upper body down to the floor. Beautiful. And on the inhale, bringing your upper body up, coming into a seated position, a seated easy position. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing all that hard work. I'm sure I'm sweating. I'm sure everyone else is sweating a little bit. So the second half of this Kriya is going to be a heart center stretch for healing. So what we just did is worked a lot on our navel center, our third chakra. And so now we're moving the energy and all that momentum up to our heart center, which is the seat of human compassion and love. So this is really important to us in our lives, but a lot of times our energy gets stuck in our lower chakras and isn't allowed to come up to our heart, to our throat, to our third eye. So the second half, to begin, you're going to extend your arms out to your sides as if you're going to give someone a big hug. Big hug. Extend your arms out to the side. And then on an inhale, you're going to make a fist, and then exhale, bringing the fists into the chest, as if you're bringing a weight into the chest. So inhale, extend the arms, extend the fingers, make a fist, and then slowly and with control, bringing the fists into the chest as if you're bringing in weight to the chest. Let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale, extend the arms, spread the fingers out as wide as you can, spread out your arms as much as you can. Inhale, making fists, bringing the fists into the chest. And then extending 1 more time, big inhale, because we're going to be here for 1 minute, holding the arms out to the sides. Allow the breath here, long, deep breathing, to support you with your arms out to your sides. Your eyes can be closed, helping you to focus your energy on the breath. Inhaling long, deep inhales. Exhaling completely. 20 more seconds here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to bring your hands almost to touch, about 4 inches apart from each other, right in front of your heart center, right in front of your chest. Eyes are closed. And just feel that energy between your hands. Sense, feel, imagine, if you'd like, a green orb of light right here at your heart center. Green is the energetic color of our heart center. And now bring your palms to touch. Eyes are still closed. And if you'd like, you can focus your inward gaze up and at your third eye, just slightly above your eyebrows and in between, with the eyes closed, maintaining the gaze at the third eye. And here you can maybe check in with the inhale and the exhale. Maybe notice if the qualities of those 2 things have changed in you. And let's take a deep inhale together through the nose. And exhale, release the hands, release the breath release the hands onto the knees. Sit here for just a moment. You can continue with the eyes closed. meditating, focusing the inward gaze up at the third eye. Our third eye is our seat of our intuition, of our inherent knowing. And everyone has access to that. Everyone. Beautiful. So now we're going to move into our relaxation. So if you would like to lay down, find a comfortable spot to move into Shavasana, we're going to come all the way onto our backs into relaxation pose. So if you need a pillow underneath your knees, if you need some more support under your hips, we're just going to come all the way down into our Shavasana, our relaxation, resting pose. And here, as you are relaxing and resting, allow your legs and your ankles to relax fully. Maybe the feet are angled out to the sides a bit. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your shoulders are flat, supported by the earth. Your hands and your arms are at your sides, palms open, fingers slightly curled in. Eyes are closed. And just rest. toes. Wiggle your fingers. Open up your eyes. You can find your way into a seated position, a seated easy position with a tall spine. Heart center forward. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls here together. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears and back. Now let's switch positions, switch directions. Inhale, bringing the shoulders forward. Inhale, shoulders are up and coming forward. Come forward. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful job. So to finish practice today, we're going to do the meditation for conquering inner anger. And the breath that we're going to utilize for this meditation is the same breath that we practice at the beginning of practice, the Sitali cooling breath. And this breath is really ingenious with this meditation because anger, in case, I may not be the other one, but anger brings up a lot of heat in the body, a lot of heat in the subtle body, in the energetic body. And while heat is not a bad thing, if there's too much of it, we are out of balance. And a lot of times anger and heat they come together, they work together. So what we're going to do to activate this way of conquering our inner anger, we're going to extend our arms out to our sides the best we can. Pointer finger is pointing up towards the sky. And we're just going to, with the eyes closed and the gaze inward, we're just going to inhale through the tongue, the curled tongue, as completely and deeply as you can, inhaling through the tongue, and exhale completely through the nose. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Inhale through the curled tongue. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the curled tongue. Exhaling through the nose. Just know if and when anger and frustration comes up in this meditation, that's intentional. Allow the breath to cool the anger, to cool the frustration, and to support you in this posture. Almost halfway there. Everyone's doing great. If you need to bring your shoulders in for a moment, your elbows into your body for a moment for a rest, you can do that. And then on an inhale, come back out. Curling the tongue, bringing the air through the tongue. Exhaling through the nose. More seconds. Just know that this is something that you're choosing to have the breath support you with. 10 more seconds. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you can, let's take a deep inhale together through the nose. Hold the posture, hold the breath at the top of the head. And exhale, release the arms, release the breath. Rest your palms in your lap. The eyes are closed. Just sit in stillness. And to close class today, we're going to chant Satnam 3 times. Satnam means truth is my name, or truth is my essence. And it's kind of just a way of, as we're closing off today's practice, reminding ourselves and reminding, just reminding ourselves the truth is our name and that the essence of us is what's true. So if we want to bring our palms together, uniting the polarities of masculine and feminine energy that we all have swirling within us. So inhale together and chant. Satnam. Satnam. Last time. Inhale. Satnam. Beautiful job. And then bring your palms to your forehead, to your third eye. And then if you can work yourself out of the seated position, bringing your palms and your forehead down to the earth. Take your time getting here. And on an inhale, you can place your palms underneath your upper body, bring yourself up. Satnam.